Okay, good morning. Status report in the morning of Wednesday. Today is expected to be heavy rains, possible thunderstorm. As you can see, we have some snow on the higher passes. After conferring with the hut people and looking at the weather forecast, we decided not to go on over the AV2, which includes some gnarly passes. We decided not to go on to the Rifugio Genova and canceled there, and we will go the other way on the AV2 instead and go down to the Passo Gardena, and that is today's destination right there, the Grodner Jock, Passo Gardena, Justa Freya. That's all where we're going on the AV2. I do not know how rough this trail is, but assuming there's a very steep downhill. Okay, I don't know really too much about it other than that, so I don't know what this is like. It's, by the way, cold, cool, I should say, breezy. It's not raining at the moment, but we're in our rain gear. Heavy rain is forecast. Down is the Val Valunga. That is where we came up, and that village down there with the cranes in the bottom you can barely see is where we stayed. That is Selva. By the way, have no accommodations for tonight. We don't know what we're doing. Get that Altiplano. Had we chosen to go on to the Genovia, I think the trail goes straight over that thing. Very aggressive trail. The other possibility of what we could have done, not going in the AV2, was to go over to the Regensburger hut or the Forenza hut and and come down the cable car that way. But that might have been almost as difficult a traverse as the AV2. So we're going to take the route we haven't taken yet and make a day out of it. Make something out of this kind of crappy situation of cancellations and such. So far, trail has been mostly level. However, there are rocky sections further on now. We think that right there, that coal right there, may be where we cross over. We don't know yet. Oh yeah, there's snow back there. Look at that back there. There's snow on those peaks. We would have been going through one of those coals. We continued that direction on the AV2. There's a kind of a, yeah, it looks sketchy, but it's actually better than some areas we've seen already. So. We are trying to make our way down. It's a little unnerving, but the trail work is actually pretty good. Tempting to go down, even though that's a precipitous downhill, but that's going the wrong way. No, there really is no wrong way right now, but on this side there are shepherd dogs on duty, so. See, the wind has died down a bit. Sylvia had to make an emergency repair on my pack cover, which had come off about an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe from our destination. Higher up, still walking through this magnificent but spooky Altiplano. Snow on some of those peaks, as you can see right there. There's the Puez. Where we're going almost certainly is that thing right there that was named on a sign back there. The name escapes me. That's a small call. You can see the cross on top. And you actually see some people. You get in there a little close. That's as close as I can get. See some people coming down. The sun is trying to break its way out, but Clouds keep swooping in. As we look back towards the Puez, that's where we've come from. Been over an hour now, maybe an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes. Here we go. We're going over that thing there. You can see the little cross in the pass. That lake is on the map. So a little over an hour away from the road now. Maybe 100 yards of elevation from the top, something like that. And here we are, the pass. Where we started, but it's right there. Almost looks like we went down a little bit right there. Okay, so we reached the pass. A few people were here, just left. That is where we're going, that lower trail there. Go down here, it's pretty steep at first. Then we get to that lower trail. There's a junction down below us. And it looks pretty good. Puez hut's gone into the clouds over there. We have some company in the past. They were sitting right there. Officially snowing on us. Well, we thought we were going down that way. In fact, it looks like we're going that way. Well, we'll see. That was a somewhat tricky descent. I hope we don't have another one, but my guess is we have at least one more descent. Well, we've got to have one more descent to the pass. The road is coming higher to meet us, but we still got to go down some ways to meet it. Just kind of coasting along here. Sylvia will not want me to film this. Hey, love. 1 hour away from the pass. Those gates, by the way, I believe are cow gates. That's the pass we just came through. Basically, we crossed this valley, which I think is the high point of the Valvalonga. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. We have to go down that. This place. This is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. Man, look at this place. We are just in this weird world of broken mountainsides. Oh my goodness. This is one of the strangest places I've ever been in, and we are here alone. There's no one here. Telling me that it's not going to show on the film. There she is, but I think it is. That line there going across, that's the road. That's the Sella. That's the Passo Gardena. I don't know what that is. The Sassalongo, maybe? Not sure. The Passo Gardena. Go down here very carefully. Pretty good view. Yeah, I can't really see it yet. I'll show you in a minute. That's the Sassalongo down there, but I'm not going to. Here's Sassalongo, and there's the Sassalongo. We just came out of a jumble of rock, but we're not far. Passo Gardena. Well, we're at the end of the hike. Sylvia has found a wood-carved tractor.
Come on. Piedra, pica piedra.
Let me get. We are now closing out this hike. So this was a detour hike for us. The detour actually ended up being in some ways more interesting than some of the other hikes. Gardena Pass. That's the cellar behind them. The trail that we may take the day after tomorrow, if we do the cellar, is right there. Depends on the weather. The bus station with the world's best view, if it wasn't under construction. Here's where we're trying to get a room tonight. We're in our B&B. I believe that's a view of the Sassalunga over there. Nice little flower baskets. It's a cool mountain. So there's the church, and that bell's going to go off quite often. Sylvia will be happy, and of course there's the burial area there, and there it is. So very nice. Somebody is going crazy in that steeple. Right, love? Oh, they're doing it again.